very happy with the results. You and the media all wrote us off, said we were going to have a bad election and the like. Well, I think that the result's going to speak to something quite different, and I'm very happy about that. No, we haven't started engaging any parties, certainly no parties outside of the multi-party charter. Our loyalty is to the MPC, those 10 parties. We have a signed agreement with them. And obviously what we're going to be doing is, once the final results are known, we will meet with those parties to look at the lie of the land, look at the cards that have been dealt by the voters, and decide how we're going to play them. The metros are still going to come in. I think there's going to be some movement on that board. And I think once that final result comes in, hopefully we'll know late Saturday, early Sunday, if the board doesn't crash again. That's what the lie of the land is, and I think that will give us a far more better direction about who you start talking to, who you start calling, and the like. But there's no calls that are taking place. Yeah, I do think that is right, and I don't think there's any shenanigans going on behind the scenes. But I do think that the IEC needs to be held accountable for the omnishambles that was this election. I think that their failure to perform has disenfranchised a whole stack of South Africans. I think it's prejudiced political parties. We are busy calculating because our legal team is looking at whether we may take action against the IEC for damages. They promised us after 2021 and the shambles that was there that cost us Nelson Mandela Bay because of the long queues and inefficiencies, that they were going to fix things. Well, we had to trust but verify. Well, the proof is now on the table for everyone to see. I want to thank all of those voters who stayed in the queues for 6-8 hours to cast their vote. I want to say thank you to them. And obviously to those who did not cast their vote, I'm going to make very, very sure that the IEC are held accountable, and that when we go into the next local government elections in 2026, we don't have this situation ever again. You've got one job and you've got years to prepare for it, and then you produce this dog's breakfast of an election. Yeah, I'm very happy with the performance in Gauteng. I think we're neck and neck with the ANC. Obviously, the ANC have lost their majority in a number of provinces, but Gauteng is going to be, as I said from the beginning, one of the battleground provinces, along with KZN. So we're watching those results come in. It's nice to see us competing up there. It's nice to see as well growth that we've seen with the rest of the country, and the likes of it. I'm very, very pleased with where we're at in Gauteng. I've said that's too premature to answer that question. We need to see the final votes. Our first priority is to meet with the multi-party charter parties. There's 10 parties. We've a signed agreement, and they are our first port of call. And we will convene. If it's not possible for us to form something, either in the provinces or at a national level, we'll then have to look a bit further to see, are there other parties we can bring in? Are there other people we can talk to who are not necessarily part of the multi-party charter going into the election, but perhaps want to be part of the solution going forward. And then obviously we'll be in a clearer position to be able to make comments around that. The Democratic Alliance has emerged as the second strongest party in the country in one of our better election results. And we are a responsible political party. We adopt the position that we put country first, and in this instance we're going to make sure that whatever we do, it puts the interests of South Africa first, and make sure that we are able to build a viable future for all of those people who've entrusted my party with their votes in this election.